aisle freak of black that'll hit just like some crack.
Get your own black and mild.
Hey, get your black and mild. You heard me?
Hey, this is Black and Mild. We're back with episode 9.
Episode 9.
I'm Mild.
And I'm your boy Black, Big Black.
Big Black. You know, we got to restart it because the show's called, it's not called Mild and Black. It's called what?
Black and Mild.
Black and Mild.
Man.
Let's go. I think we're going to have to start.
Nah, we got to start over. We got to keep on their toes, man.
Yeah.
They accept us as we come, you know?
We can only hope.
And that's what I appreciate about our loyal fans,
Our
subscribers,
fan base.
and watchers.
That's right. That's right.
Supporters. Like, y'all just here for us. Y'all.
You know, that's a really good feeling to know that people just watch you just because they want to.
Exactly.
Because they want to.
They could be doing
listen to you. That's it.
anything else, but they turn on their phones, use their premium data and Wi-Fi, to listen to two niggas talk on the couch.
That's right, man. And that's a very. It feels very blessed.
I agree.
I feel very blessed.
I agree.
That people want to listen to us like this.
Yeah, it's nice that people give a damn about the dumb shit we got to talk about, and that's why we try to make the content that we do so silly. Like, we don't.
And it's not even necessarily silly. It's just real.
We talk about a lot of silly shit, though.
We talk about silly shit, but it's real.
Yeah.
Like it's relatable. Like, people think about this type of shit. People, you know, it's not like people haven't thought about who has the biggest dick in the cereal boxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like people don't hear a certain name and think, God damn, that name is a tragedy. Like Eugene.
Throwbacks. Anyway.
Yeah, like people, you know, it's not like people don't think about these things. We just think about them a little bit more. Think of us as your intrusive thought investigators.
I like that. Yeah, we are your intrusive thoughts manifest in the physical form.
That's right.
Also with the power of black and mild juice.
With the black and mild juice. Look, the power of black and mild juice cannot be underestimated.
Not at all. Not at all.
I need to make the label a little bit better, I think. Because I think people suspect that it's something else when it's really not.
But it ain't. Let them think what they want to think.
It's not. You
You're
think
wrong.
what you want.
That's fine. It's okay to be wrong.
We're not gaslighting you.
We might be.
This is actually black and mild juice.
I don't like lying to people.
I don't like lying to people either, but we got to tell them the truth about the juice.
The juice is what it is. The juice.
It's just juice.
100% pure concentrated alcohol.
Listen, episode 9 is going to be a little bit
Different.
It's
more of a freestyle. You know,
freestyle.
There's no particular topic. It's just gonna be raw conversation of two homies just talking, you know. And we talk about a lot of things.
We talk about a lot of things, man. Yeah. And listen, you know what? The way I wanted to start this off with was a meme that I saw recently. All right, memes are great. Look, no, listen, memes are great.
They all right.
What are you talking about? They all right. Look, they encompass what people think, and you can share those thoughts with the internet. And I think the internet is a huge, hold on now, boon. I hate that. I always say that word, boon.
B-O-O-N?
B-O-O-N.
Like Ed Boon? Boom.
Yeah.
All right.
Like the internet is a good thing. It's a great thing. It's a fantastic thing. But it's also a terrible thing.
That's what anything though. But I'm not
that's what anything.
Philosophical on you. Go ahead.
We don't have to get too deep into it. I mean, it really makes people a little bit more courageous to say disrespectful things because they know people aren't going to confront them in real life because they can keep a level of anonymity.
That's a good word.
But going back to memes, you know, memes are a good way of like sharing relatable things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the memes that I've seen recently was like, it said something like $20 an hour used to be a lot of money. Nowadays, it's minimum wage.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like lately, man. I remember, you know, I went to college, I graduated, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna make a lot of money. I'm gonna get a good paid job. And I got a job paying upwards of $20 an hour, and I feel like I'm struggling.
No, we all are
struggling, and I feel like most of us are, man. I mean, nowadays, the other thing that I've seen is that people go and they look at their old Walmart orders, right? Like Walmart Plus,
that's the big thing.
That's the big thing. They look at their old orders and they compare them to now, and it's just like a huge increase in
night
cost.
and day. And you know what's crazy? You bring that up. Apparently, like, things have gotten better on the, like, I guess the manufacturer's end, and the government's looking into why prices haven't gone down, because I guess to receive and I guess do whatever it takes to do with the product, that cost has lowered and like normalized, but the price in the stores aren't reflecting that.
Sounds like greed to me. It sounds like the manufacturers, the suppliers, whoever, everybody, the supply chain, whatever, everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything got up to here.
Yep.
But then let me put down my Black and Mild juice. My man. Everything was up here.
Yeah.
Right. Everything was up here, and then like costs started going down. Everything started going down here. Now everything costs this much, but like people who are selling stuff, they're like, oh, we were able to sell something at this higher price. Why not keep it here? And everybody's doing the same thing, so everything is more expensive, even though it costs less to produce. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. This is coming from you, Black.
No. And
I don't know. I've never looked into it myself.
I wouldn't lie to you.
I don't think you would lie to me, but what I'm saying is that it sounds like it all comes down to greed. And
that's all it is.
It's such a. I'll take my beverage now, please.
I'm gonna hold my
because I need to be
beverage
drunk
because
to talk about this kind of stuff. It just feels like there's a lot that is unfair.
And I agree. And I ask people this all the time. When is too much enough? Like, why is it that somebody at the top has to constantly have more and more? Like, a friend of mine who's hold close to me was like, it's a competition. And I'm like, but why? Like, why is it that, like, you can have, upper millions, and that not be enough for you? Like, you can do everything that there is to do on this planet, yet that's not enough for you. Like, why do you always need more than what is required? Like, how does that make sense?
I agree. There's got to be a threshold, right? Because
and that's the problem. There is no threshold.
Once you make a certain amount of money, you're good, right?
Yeah.
You're good, and you don't have to do extra. But I think that kind of speaks to the ambition of people, right? That people have enough, and they want more. They want more.
What does the more give you, though? You have it all. What else is there to have?
Greed. It's greed.
You have everything. What more do you want? That's what I don't understand.
You want more.
You
want more. That's it. You don't have to understand it.
But I want to, because there's a mindset that goes into this. Like, you have everything to the point when you can control how the flow of the planet works. Is that not absurd or insane to you? That you have so much money that you can control how things trickle down and how people act and receive things?
I feel like when people are all the way up there, they don't think about that.
That's a problem.
Their mindset goes from like, I need to get to the top, I need to get to the top, I need to get to the top. Once they're at the top,
the
they
pinnacle.
Don't think
what's above the top?
Well, hold on. Once they're at the top, they don't think about how what they do affects anybody at the bottom, because to them, they're already at the top. They don't need to worry about that shit.
But how do you become so callous as a man who grew and I think that matters. Growing up in a situation where you don't have and you rise up, like I'm in a place now, I'm not perfect. I'm not some rich man. But I can help people, and I do my best to do that. If I was to get even higher, what I learned down here ain't just gonna fucking be a fleeting thing. I'm not just gonna forget, like, hey, at one point you were in the dirt. But then you got people who Bill Gates, fucking Elon Musk, Bezos. They were all like, oh yeah, we were Bill Gates, I made my first computer in a garage with a banana and a solenoid. So it's okay, oh yeah.
You love your solenoid.
I fucking solenoid. But he was like, I made computers in the garage from a solenoid and banana, and now I own a fucking $1 billion company. But what are you doing for people? And
I don't know. Look, we would have to look into if and what they do with charities and shit like that.
Man, fuck all that.
Well,
I can tell you what they do.
So you want to put the onus on Jeff Bezos? We'll use Jeff Bezos for an example, right?
Yeah.
We'll use him as an example. Is it his responsibility to take care of the whole fucking world?
Yes, as a person, you should give a fuck about everybody else.
Well, what about the other billionaires?
They all should care. You have
But
enough,
they don't.
You have enough money to solve problems and fix everything, yet you don't. Why?
Because money doesn't fix everything. It's a
But
systemic
it
issue.
can.
No, it can't.
There's so many issues that
It's
are
a
caused.
mindset thing.
Okay,
Listen to me. So I'm somewhat impulsive. All right. I have a hard time saving money. I will admit.
But
this.
you're not a billionaire.
I'm not a billionaire. What I'm saying is, if I come into $100,000, I'm gonna go spend it on some shit that I want to spend it on, and
But
then
these
I'm
people-
gonna save it. Hold on.
Okay,
It's a mindset thing. Why do you think certain undeveloped countries and underdeveloped countries are the way that they are?
And
It's not because they don't have enough money. They have money, but sometimes it's being spent or given to or taken by people who don't use it appropriately. The corruption is a thing.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I don't think it's a misappropriation of funds. I just think that people are hoarding.
You don't think it's a misappropriation
Hell
of funds?
no.
But you're telling me that people are hoarding what? Because that sounds to me like a misappropriation
Once again,
of funds.
I think it's a dick swinging contest amongst the rich to be like, I have this and you don't. I think that people are so caught up in what they have that they want to be the big man. They want to be the guy on top. You control the money, you control the world. And I think everybody wants a chance at the top. Obviously, and this is going to sound like some fucking conspiracy mumbo jumbo, the richest people are the ones controlling everything around the clock. There's no fucking in the government. Who's above them? It's obviously somebody. There's money coming in from corporations and businesses. These people they can't get it themselves. They got to get it from other people, and then they sit here and make deals with people around the world. Oh, well, you got this, you got that. Okay, I'll make a deal with you. Okay, well, if I do this, you do this. Everything's a fucking big ass game, and these people at the top are controlling the people below them, and then that trickles down to where we're at, and that's why we sitting here fucking eating goddamn bread and fucking sugar and butter, and they up there eating fucking filet mignons.
It's a filet mignon.
Goddamn fucking venison, caribou.
Some damn, what are they, what's the eggs called? The fish eggs.
I'm a fucking caviar.
Some damn caviar.
Yeah, man, they fucking living large up there, man. And then, we sitting here and we're taking the brunt of everything, and it's just like, the government cares. And that is being controlled by somebody else at the very top. And they're the ones with the cash. They're the ones that control how shit's dispensed, how this gets done, how that gets done. And that's what I think everybody else is trying to get to. The point where they're at the table controlling and commanding how the game works. And that's the problem. How the fuck can you exist in a place like this? Everybody shares it. Everybody fucking shares it. But you think, because I own this and I have that I'm going to make your life miserable. How can you be a person and feel and think like that? That's evil.
I think you're thinking too simplistically. That it's not just about good and evil. It's not about.
That's what it boils down to.
No, listen. People have their beliefs. People have cultures. People have traditions. People have. Not everybody thinks the way that you do.
And that's fine.
No, it doesn't sound like it's fine. Because you're boiling it down to just good and bad. You're saying, how can you think this? How can you think? You're saying, how can you think this if you should think this way?
Because they should. You think billionaires are good people?
I think some could be. Yeah.
Oh, you crazy as hell. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't be in the situation right now.
I disagree.
How so?
There's only so much that they can do.
Look, but they can make a change
Oprah,
that we can't.
Oprah and The Rock.
And you go the worst people to bring up?
No, listen. What I'm saying is, they're billionaires, aren't they?
You gotta do a better example than that, because them niggas obviously don't give a fuck. How you get on the internet begging for money when you got it all? You done it to them niggas that got their fucking houses burnt down by space slaves.
Okay. Well,
You're crazy as hell.
Look, we're on the same page. What I'm saying is that there are some people that, like, they don't want to give all of their stuff away to help people who are less fortunate.
What are they giving away?
I don't know.
It's
I don't
dimes compared to, like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna give a couple 100,000 or 100 million. Well, you got billion. That number's almost, you can't even comprehend it.
I don't know. Like you said earlier, it's a mindset thing. Like, the people that are up there, they don't think. Look, they don't think about the people that are way down here. They just their ambitions have led them to this point, and they want to keep going higher and higher and higher. They don't think about what's below them anymore.
It's just so fucked up that just as
it is fucked up.
The
and
same
it's unfortunate.
species, you wouldn't try to help
We're all
up and bring everybody to a certain level to where we can all live harmoniously. Like, you have it all, but you rather see people fucking working their ass off to their 80.
But they don't see that.
And that's the problem. Like,
That's
how
the
can
problem.
you not see it? They're so out of touch. And it's just like, this is why I hate bosses. Because it's like, oh, well, we need to do A, B, and C. Bitch, nigga, are you on the flow? Come and see what I do before you make a decision or try to change some shit that's going on the floor. Prime example, at work. Fucking skinny ass nigga we work with. I ain't gonna say his fucking name because he's an okay man. He's just out of touch. He always makes decisions about what's best for the people working. But you're not down here doing what we're doing and experiencing that. And then another guy was like, no, I would rather talk to the people on the floor, see what's going on and get their opinions and go from there. That's a way better approach. Talk to the niggas doing the job. Like, why the fuck do you think it's okay for you to bring your long ass down here and be like, I need A, B, and C? Okay, that's fine, but well, we can't do that where you need to. Hey, what the fuck?
Hold on now. Look, you're thinking rationally. You're thinking logically.
But you can take that to the top, though.
But you can't.
Yeah, because
You can't because they're operating up here.
Yeah,
They're operating
it's the
up
same
here.
thing as if you're a worker and there's a supervisor. They're coming in not being aware of what's going on the floor, but they just want something done. So they want this done this way. Don't give a fuck about what you're doing or what you have to say about it. This needs to be done so that I can make this, so that everybody else can be happy. It's the same shit, larger scale. They're coming down, or they're saying, or they're putting shit in play, but they're not talking to the people doing it to understand, like, hey, this will be more efficient, this will be more helpful.
Okay, listen, I agree. But just like you said, everything is scaled. Everything is on a larger scale. Are you going to sit there and tell me that Jeff Bezos, who's way up here, is thinking about the fucking bum that's sitting on the street asking for money?
And that's his
He's
problem.
not. He's worried about his fucking CEOs and executives and all the people up here. He's worried about that shit. He ain't worried about the shit that's down here. Why?
He got
I don't
somebody
know.
else
I
that's
don't
handling
know.
all that shit for him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why or what it is that causes these people to think on such a different scale than us, but it's just it doesn't make sense.
It fucks with
And
me
it's not
so
fair because
bad, bro.
most like 90% of the people in the world are struggling.
And
90%
that's
of
the
the people in
problem.
the world are
And that's why I'm
suffering.
so passionate, because it's just like you got people out here doing their damnedest every day, and you got the fucking nerve to be in a position where you can help and you don't. I have nothing most of the time, and I go out of my way for everybody, bro.
Yeah, to help others, even though you're struggling yourself. And I think both of us have found ourselves in this position where we have, even if we have just a little bit extra, we think, let me help that person down there.
Exactly.
Right? Because if it were me down there, I would want somebody to help me. But that's the difference is, look, okay, what if we were to become billionaires? Would we still think the same way? I
Of
don't
course,
know.
because
I would like to think so. I
and
would
that
like to
goes
think
back
so.
to the beginning of our conversation.
Look, man,
They
Jeff
claim they
Bezos
started at the
and
bottom,
fucking
though.
Steve Jobs started out of a little fucking little garage.
Yeah, that's at the bottom, in my opinion.
Exactly.
And
Now
it's
look
like-
at them. But they're not thinking about us
never
anymore.
forget where I came from. Never.
Do you think they ever said that?
I don't know. I don't know, and like I'm not
maybe
gonna
maybe they don't have time to think about where they came from.
time.
They have different concerns, different struggles, different issues, different worries than we do.
When you get to that point, you literally mitigate and give your responsibility to somebody else while you go and fucking
That's what you
put
think.
your fucking finger in strippers' butts.
That's what you think.
That's what they do.
That's what you think. How do
They
you
don't-
know? How do you know? Are you Jeff
The
Bezos?
higher up you go, the less work you do. If
Are you
you're on
Jeff
top of the
Bezos?
world, you don't do shit but give commands. Your boss, he sit on his ass, jerk his dick off at the desk, and tell you to make the blueprints. That's what he do.
We think
And he
that.
go, hey Arturo,
No.
you got those schematics in?
Listen.
Oh,
listen.
wait,
Dad,
oh,
look,
hey,
look.
Mr. Jeffries, I'll have it by 3 p.m. today.
Listen.
I just need 2
Nah,
more
hold on,
hours.
Black. Hold on. You're getting ahead of you. You're going crazy. You slow it down, man. Take a drink. Slow it down. You're going crazy. Your anxiety's kicking in. You just slow it down. Now listen. All of us that are down here, we all think the person above us has less responsibility because they're above us and they're delegating that responsibility to somebody else, right?
That's what they do.
Listen, my boss, and I've always thought the same way,
Mr.
but
Jeffries.
recently, because I have a closer relationship to Mr. Jeffries, Mr. Van de Worten, I know that motherfucker. I used to think they don't do shit; they just tell me what to do. This motherfucker stays after work. My boss stays at work long after I'm gone. He doesn't leave till a couple hours after I leave. What he's doing, I don't know. But I do know that he's staying there doing shit that I don't know about.
He's the exception, not the rule.
Listen, it's very easy for us to judge people that are above us and below us because we only understand where we're at. Once we get to the next level, then we understand what that takes. And then we can relate to the people that are at that level. I know that my boss spends time talking to customers. He spends time that he has to talk to us. He spends time talking to other managers, whatever the bullshit is. I know that he works hard as well. All I'm saying is that it doesn't matter where you're at. If you're here, everything comes with responsibilities. As much as the person below you thinks that there's not a lot of responsibility, they exist. No matter where you're at, you can't just become the richest person in the world and go to sleep in a fucking yacht all day and have strippers. You can come eat their buttholes all day. That's not how it works. I don't believe that for a second.
I do.
I know. That's incorrect. I don't believe that that's the correct way of thinking. I think everybody has a certain level of responsibility. Elon Musk sleeps in his fucking factories, bro. He does not just sit there and do nothing.
Fuck that nigga. He can sit here and try to act like he down here with us, but then he can go home with his stupid baby names and that ugly ass fucking woman he fucked. What's her name? Grimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and act like, I'm down here doing the footwork with you fucking
Look,
peasants.
if you come at it with that mentality, what the fuck are you supposed to believe? I believe that he's a man that's look. If it were me, if I were Elon Musk, if I were one of these higher ups, what he says, right? He says he likes to go down with his engineers. He likes to go down.
Okay.
Well, hold on, no. Let me finish now. You've been fucking talking and going
Say,
crazy.
I'll give you
You're
that.
passionate.
Because
No,
I
hold
do
on.
feel like Elon is that type of nerd that wants to be around what he's doing.
Hold on. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
He's the nerd that wants to be around what he's doing. Listen, you as a person, right? Let's say you invent the newest stroker. You invent the newest fucking stroker, and it has all these different capabilities. And then you become rich and famous from it. And then you have people under you, and they're working on it. And if it were me, I would want to know how it works. I would want to know why it works, and I would want to know what people are doing to improve it. So I would put myself in their shoes. I would work with them a little bit so that I can understand if something goes wrong, I know why it went wrong, how it went wrong, and how we can fix it. I want to understand the problems. And that's what Elon Musk says he does. That's what I would want to do too. If I created something, if I were knowledgeable in something and it became, popular, it made me money, whatever, I would want to be involved in the thing. Not 100%.
I think that's respectable.
Yes, and I truly, when he says he's doing that stuff, I believe it. Why wouldn't you? Me as a person, that's what I would do. If I created the new fucking Black and Mild juice, right, and it was a mix of alcohol and DMT and psychedelic mushrooms, I would be down there with the scientists working and saying, oh, well, why does this compound work with these molecules and why does this work with that? I would want to know. I would want to be involved. And so it's not that far-fetched for me to think that he's out there actually doing the shit. That motherfucker looks tired all the time. Elon Musk is not an attractive man. That motherfucker looks tired all the time. He's not in shape. He's always out there doing shit. He's spending fucking 100 hours a week with his people doing the shit. I think that he is. And I don't think, people like that, they're not focused on what's down here. They're focused on continuing whatever their business is, and they want to keep going up here. They want to keep going up, and that's it.
There's always an exception to the rule, and like that, I think what you're saying, I have no qualms or different disagreements with that. Absolutely not. Like everything that you said, I completely agree with, and maybe I should have changed my argument that there's always going to be outliers to these things, but. I just feel like
the people who came into money are the ones that are the people that you were describing.
And I think that we should have started off with that.
I think the people that didn't have to work for it, right? Because even Elon Musk, right? He didn't come into like. It's not like he started from zero, right? Just like Donald Trump, right? Like he didn't just start from zero. He had a loan from his parents, whatever, right? He was born into a wealthy family. Elon Musk, a lot of people did. But the point is that they, and we're using Elon as an example because it's easy to, right? We haven't that's admittedly
we're going to use.
Yeah, but we haven't done a lot of research into most people. But these are just kind of easy examples. But these are the people that they're kind of easy to use as examples. But I feel like when he talks, he's honest and he just speaks about his reality, and that's it.
I get that. I just like I said, I'm not. Obviously, I want to be on the same page as you. I want the world to be on the same page, but I just feel like
we're not, and it sucks.
Yeah, and it hurts me because it's just like I see shit, and I know how I would like things to be.
Yep.
But at the bottom, it's a terrible feeling knowing that somebody's getting the one up on you. And then they're acting like they're that much better because they came into something that somebody else built, and they're just. It's like starting a game from New Game Plus. You got everything, so you just get to.
But okay, well, who can you think of as an example for that?
Why does it matter?
Well, it matters because not everybody's
it's a thing. Like I don't have to point out specifics. We're just talking about from a general scope of things. That's what happens.
Well, but then at that point you're kind of not acknowledging the people that started from nothing. You're assuming that everybody started from something.
I'm talking about the people who don't give a fuck. I feel like if you start from the bottom and.
But it sounds like to me that you're lumping all of these billionaires.
Is that what I'm doing?
That's what it sounds like.
But that's not what I'm trying to do. So if that's what you like caught wind of, or that's what you seem to think, that's not what I'm trying to do. Like I said, this is just a subject.
This is such a complicated topic, man.
It really is, and like the thing is, like 30 minutes isn't enough time to talk about it. And like I said, I get pissed because like man,
we get pissed.
We get pissed.
I feel
like,
you, man.
bro,
I feel you.
You work hard. You go to work fucking 5, 6, 7 days a week, depending if you got overtime and shit. I work fucking 12 hours a day when I work.
And you got people that to us, the way we perceive it, like these people aren't doing shit, but yet they're the billionaires, they're the millionaires.
I just don't like the structure, bro. And it's like what's that nigga named Reagan with trickle down economics? That shit never came to fruition, and we still sitting here with our thumbs in our ass eating bologna sandwiches with fucking mustard and fucking white bread enriched, which has no fucking nutritional value.
Yeah, I've moved up to wheat bread.
My boy.
I moved up to wheat bread ever since I got that raise. But man, it's hard out here, man.
Listen, overall, it's just the state of the world right now. It fucking sucks. You got people like us, and like y'all, who are fucking watching us, and I just want y'all to know we all on the same page, man. We all trying to figure it out. It's not okay. Like, we shouldn't have to fucking go above and beyond just for basic living needs. Like shit shouldn't be the way it is. I don't know the fuck.
Yeah, it shouldn't be the way that it is.
but it is. And that's
we got to make the best of it, man.
But that's not okay. Don't
No.
just accept how things is. Like, oh, it is how it is. No,
but in order for that to change, it has to be everybody, man, and that's just not feasible. It's just not.
No, it is feasible, but the niggas need to know, like, bro, I'm gonna say it. There's so many places around the globe that just.
Look, man, I think you need to take your anxiety medication.
I don't need no fucking anxiety medication. I'm just saying, the world. End of the day, bro, this shit's ours. Stop letting fucking white niggas in suits tell us what to do. Like, this belongs to fucking everybody.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck who owns what. Oh, I own the glaciers. I own the fucking rivers. Fuck you, nigga. We all came here the exact same way. The planet belongs to everybody. Fuck them niggas at the top. We do what the fuck we want.
Hey.
We gonna figure it out. Don't fucking touch me, bro. I'm so fucking heated right now. For real, man.
When you're done, I want to add something.
I'm just saying, bro, the world is everybody, bro. Stop letting it be a situation to where these niggas in the government tell us what to do for our place. It's ours. It belongs to everybody. It's a shared place. Just because these niggas got money, that don't mean that they own what was given to everybody. As a birthright, the planet belongs to us. Everything. You can fucking have bits and pieces, but in the beginning, everybody shared and traded and did shit. It should be the same way. It's ours. Niggas shouldn't have to fucking work to live.
Listen.
Man, hey.
All right. I want to finish it off with this, all right? And it goes along with what you're saying. I was seeing something that where it's kind of like a philosophical thing, right? Where they say, we are one, right? We are all one.
We are one. Consciousness.
And I believe that we all are one. We're all built the same exact way. We're all humans. We have 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 eyes, a face, all that shit, right? We're all very similar. We might be different colors, different shades, right?
That don't matter. At the core.
Core, we're one. We're all the same. This is ours. We deserve to live. At the end of the day, people just want to be happy.
Yeah.
They want to be secure, and they want to be free.
And they want to be creative.
They want to be creative. You can't have life without art and creativity.
That's the thing, bro. I really think that that's like the reason we're all here. I don't think God's a person. I think God is a concept and a consciousness.
It's a concept. I would agree with that. It's a concept
I think
and a
that
consciousness.
we're all here. I think that we, in itself, is the universe experiencing itself. And the beauty,
I wouldn't argue with that.
That's architecture, fucking, what the fuck is the outside called? Sceneries and fucking gardens.
Yeah.
All that pure beauty and artistic value. I think that's why we're here. I think we're here to learn, love, create, and that's it. And somewhere along the line, that shit got fucking perverted. Now motherfuckers making OnlyFans
You know what
and
did it?
eating
Greed.
fucking
It was the greed.
Fruit Loops out of big booty bitches' buttholes. And now that's
Oh, fuck!
I'll freak a black that'll hit just like some crack.
Get your black and mild.
Hey, get your black and mild. You heard me?